Good morning, everyone. Today is Sunday, and you know what that means. Today we're going to get the top coat laid down on the frame because we got it all primered and ready to go. However, I have been putting off one thing, and that's fixing this hole in the front part of the frame because I really didn't want to do it, but I need to do it. So we're going to get that done real quick, and then we're going to move on to reprimering that spot, and then we're going to lay down some top coat on it. We are going to be doing a gloss black using Rust-Oleum, tractor paint, implement paint, whatever you want to call it. But we are going to be thinning it and spraying it. I have never used a paint sprayer before, so that's going to be an experiment in itself, but I'm glad to see you guys here on the journey, and we're going to get started on that now. So like I said, there is a couple holes up here in the front part of the frame, and it does extend down to the bottom of it. So there's holes here, 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 and I want to try to save the actual bolt hole for the sway bar. So not sure how I'm going to do that yet, but I do have the plasma cutter drug out here, and we're going to buzz that out real quick, mostly because I like to cut the old metal out with the rust on it. That way the rust cannot spread and move from that point forward. So if we get all the old stuff out of there, we can put some new stuff in. We won't have to worry about it again. I finally got the plasma cutter fired up after browsing Facebook Marketplace looking for a set of wheels for this thing for what seemed like at least a half an hour. Couldn't find a set that I liked, but I can't wait to show you guys what I pick out whenever I find what I'm looking for. Anyways, what's going on here is you can see that the plasma cutter is having a hard time burning through all that rust, which is why we keep getting that pulsation out of the plasma cutter itself. It's not able to make a good connection through all the dirty, rusty metal. Right now I'm just getting some of the nasty stuff out of the frame from whatever kind of animal is living inside of there. Found a couple nuts, so it might have been a squirrel, not 100% sure. Right now I'm getting the air compressor out and just blowing the rest of the stuff out of there because we don't want to leave anything behind and seal it in the frame for good. Now we're going to be cutting the patch out that we're going to weld into the frame. I wish that I remembered the measurements for you guys, but I don't offhand. However, we are going to have to be reshaping this and bending this for a perfect fit after this. I forgot to film the making of the second patch, but right now we're just welding those patches in the frame, and you can tell by my beautiful welds this thing would survive a head-on collision with a train. Alright guys, so I did go ahead and get the frame patched up, and it is welded in there. We laid some primer down on it, and all we're waiting for now is just my lazy ass to mix up the paint and get it into the sprayer so we can start laying that top coat down. Like I said, it is going to be a gloss black finish on this, probably similar to what they did originally. That's just the color I wanted to go with. But I'm thinking, I have a couple colors in mind for what I want the truck to be, and I'm debating like a white or maybe a dark emerald green or something along those lines. I think that would be really sweet, but we will figure that out whenever the time comes. And I see that there's bees trying to make nests in this thing, so we're gonna have to like bust ass and hurry up and get the paint sprayed down on it before the bees start coming in, because I really don't want them to start messing the paint up after I get it laid on there. But yeah, so I'll show you guys the patch real quick. And I did go ahead and grind down my ugly booger welds, but honestly, I mean, it didn't turn out terribly awful. Even underneath, I'm gonna have to probably cut the sway bar mount just a little bit, the bracket for it, because well, the rust went the whole way to the bolt hole, so I had to try to make do with what I could. But no big deal, we made that work, and it's going to look flawless whenever I'm done. Absolutely mint, perfect, pristine, and you guys are gonna love it, I'm sure. So I'm gonna get some paint mixed up, put down in the sprayer, get you guys posted up on the tripod, and then from there we're gonna go ahead and lay down some paint on this thing. So I did just want to show you guys how I'm choosing to mix this paint. So this is in fact a baby bottle that I got from the dollar store because I didn't have any mixing cups around, and I had to be able to mix this paint so that I could spray it. Using your resources, that's what we're gonna call that.
This is the world's most precious resource. We need to control as much of it as we can.
All right, everyone, I got you guys on the good old-fashioned head mount, and we're gonna start laying some paint on this thing. So first things first, we got to open up our concoction here. Hopefully it sprays, because I don't really know anything about this. So we're gonna find out here in a second. Okay, let's go ahead and cap that up. And cap that up. Okay. So, I don't really know how to do this. Is the air compressor plugged in? Sure is. I think we should be good to go. Let's do one test spray right here. Wow, that actually worked a lot better than I thought it was going to. So I just wanted to take the time now to say thank you all for tuning in today and watching me on this frame repair and restoration project. Really means the world to me to have any of you guys here at all. I really didn't expect any kind of outcome whenever I started doing this, but it just really means the world to me. But that's not why we're here today. We are here to talk about frames, and I'm sure that most of you have already heard my air compressor running in the background. I want to apologize about that. My air compressor, unfortunately, is not big enough to be able to support spraying a spray gun like this constantly, let alone doing a full-size long bed truck frame. So just try to bear with me on that. Eventually, I'm going to try to upgrade because I would like to do more painting projects in the future. I do have plans to paint the cab, like I've said. I'm pretty sure that I'm decided on some kind of midnight purple, but I'm not 100% sure yet. But odds are that's going to be the route we're going with that. Okay, so we got the first coat done, just about. I got like 1/4 of the frame that I need to finish yet, but I just want to show you guys how it looks. And I think this thing is going to be sweet. It's coming together really nicely, actually a lot better than I had anticipated it to. So I'm very happy with the result. Like I said, still not finished yet, but it is getting there. You can really see it in the sun. So yeah, I'm gonna get you guys back up on the head mount, and we're gonna finish laying down the paint while we still have daylight, and then hopefully next weekend I can start ripping the axles out of the black truck and the engine out of the black truck and moving everything over to this one, then I can get that thing out of here. Okay, so I am wearing a respirator. I'm sure you guys can't hear what I'm saying, so I'm gonna keep the talking down to a minimum, and we're gonna get this finished up. Okay, everyone, this is the moment you've all been waiting for, and I know it is. Let's do the reveal. So for never having touched a paint gun before, this thing actually didn't turn out too bad. I know you guys already kind of saw it, because I've shown this probably 9 times now. But I'm just really happy with how it came out. It looks a lot better than I imagined it would have. And this thing is just about ready for axles and leaf springs. And of course, the junk old 53 block in that thing. But let's not pay attention to the 53 block. Let's pay attention to the fact we have a beautiful gloss black frame now with only 76,000 miles on it. I am a little bit wary of the journey ahead, considering the fact that, like I showed you guys in the other video, that this thing has been through a fire. I'm a little bit worried about what we're gonna find because of that. It also had a mouse problem whenever I got it, so I'm a little bit worried about that also, because that could definitely cause us some issues. But considering we have this truck over here, I think we should be okay. If I have to, I'll just rip every freaking wiring harness out of that one and put into this one. It's gonna be a lot of work, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So all right, everyone, I just need to add this into the video because this is supposed to be a special surprise, so I figured I'd leave it to the end of the video, but I did add one more essential element in the paint on the frame, and I think you guys might enjoy it. I'm not sure how well this is going to turn out on camera, but I did throw some glitter down in there. Well, I don't know if you really want to call it glitter, but man, does this thing look freaking sweet. I don't really think it's going to show up on camera the way that I want it to, but it's really not too shabby. Let's go to the other side. And you're not going to be able to see it on this side because the sun's not hitting it. Same deal with up here. It's all sparkly under here. This was really my main concern because eventually we're going to have lights in here, and it's really going to shine that up and make it look the way that I want in my head. It's going to be really nice. So like I said before, this is going to be pristine by the time that I'm done, and this is just one of the elements in the frame that I really wanted to get done with it. So I can't wait till you guys see what color we're going to be doing the body, and then we're going to paint match everything that I can paint match, and it's going to be sweet. With that being said, thank you guys for tuning in today. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video, and if you have any kind of tips or tricks or any kind of criticisms on things I could have done differently on painting the frame, I'm all ears because I have not a clue what I'm doing, like I said. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.